I'm a multi-millionaire, and I don't own my house. I don't invest in property either. Sounds crazy, right? I'm sure you've heard that buying a house is the ultimate investment. But what if I told you that the real truth about homeownership is something most people don't want to hear? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why owning a house might not be the financial win you think it is, and what you should do with your money instead. Why is a house not a great investment? You've been sold a dream. A cozy house with a white picket fence, 2.5 kids, and a dog. The classic American dream, right? Well, let me ask you, where did that dream come from? It wasn't an accident. It's the result of decades of marketing, including from organizations like the National Association of Realtors. And trust me, they've been pushing the idea that homeownership equals success, but it's not that simple. The old rules don't apply anymore. Let's run the numbers. Decades ago, your house might cost just 2.5 times your annual income. For example, if you made $50,000 a year, a $125,000 house was about right. You'd put down 20% and your monthly mortgage would be about $1,250. Does that sound familiar? Today, houses are 5-10 times more expensive, with down payments that are a fraction of what they used to be. It's no wonder so many people are drowning in debt. The myths about homeownership. Let's debunk some myths. Myth number 1, real estate always goes up. False. It doesn't. The market crashes. The 2008 recession showed us that, but powerful forces are still out there pushing the idea that property prices always rise. They don't. Myth number 2, your house will double in value every 10 years. That's often not true either. People forget to factor in all the hidden costs, closing fees, taxes, repairs, maintenance. And those costs add up to real losses, even if you sell for a higher price than you paid. Myth number 3. Leverage is a magic moneymaker. Leverage works in both directions, up and down. Sure, you might think you're doubling your money when prices rise, but when they fall, you could lose your shirt. Myth number 4, you can deduct mortgage interest and save a ton of money. Not so fast. Tax benefits have been significantly reduced since 2018, and honestly, why would you want to save money you never would have spent in the first place? It's about numbers, not myths. Now here's where you need to focus. Run the numbers. That's the most important takeaway from this video. If you're considering buying a house, you must look beyond the surface level of what can I afford and dig into the true costs, mortgage, taxes, maintenance, insurance, and yes, those phantom costs you've never even thought of. Take New York City, for example. I was renting a place for $3,000 a month. The same unit to buy? $6,600 a month. That's more than double. So I kept renting and invested the $3,600 I saved into the market. Guess what? I made more money doing that than if I had bought. Renting plus investing equals better financial outcome. Buying a house as an investment? Think again. What about buying property to rent it out? Sure, it can work, but most landlords don't even know their numbers. Owning a house is a purchase first, an investment second. If you're counting on your house to make you rich, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment. Real estate offers pretty poor returns compared to other investment vehicles. From 1915 to 2015, home prices increased at just 6% per year. That's hardly the get-rich-quick strategy many people think it is. So, is buying a house ever a good idea? Yes, it can be, but only if the numbers make sense. Here are 5 questions I ask myself before buying. 1. Will I live there for at least 10 years? The longer you stay, the better you can spread out those heavy initial costs. 2. Will my monthly housing cost be less than 28% of my income? Don't go overboard with your mortgage. The lower the better for financial stability. 3. Have I saved at least 20% for a down payment? That's a signal that you can consistently save, critical when owning a home. 4. Am I okay if the value of my house drops? If you're hoping your house value will just go up forever, that's risky. Are you ready for the worst-case scenario? 5. Am I genuinely excited about buying? Don't let society's pressure make you feel like you're failing. If you feel forced into buying, stop and think. Renting isn't failure, it's financial freedom. Take control of your financial future. You don't need to buy a house to be financially successful. You need to make smart decisions based on the numbers, not myths, peer pressure, or outdated rules. I want you to feel empowered to make the best choice for your financial future, whether that's renting, buying, or investing in something else entirely. If you've made it this far, Hit subscribe because I'm dropping even more tips on how to build your rich life without buying into the myths that are holding you back. Check out this video next to learn more about making smarter financial moves that will actually help you grow your wealth.